Finally, a solid free agent signing for the Detroit Lions. It is Deshawn Shead from the Seattle Seahawks. Excuse me, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with Motor City Sports Talk, and I like him. I really do. I didn't know he was 29. He was that old, but he was an undrafted free agent, and he excelled in Seattle's defense last year. I'm surprised they let him get away. They tried to re-sign him, but he took a visit to Detroit, and for some reason he liked it here. He liked what he heard from Matt Patricia. He liked what he heard from Bob Quinn, and he's gonna battle for that second cornerback slot with Teez Tabor. Period. Or maybe the nickel with Jamal Agnew and Quadre Diggs, who may just be a full-time strong safety. But I like this guy. He's very handsy. Think he got some good size on him, and he can make plays on the ball. Every time I watched him play with Seattle, this dude was making plays. But Seattle does. They do have a history of getting rid of corners and not doing so good. Lane. Well, you think he got injured with Seattle, but Maxwell didn't do too good outside of that system. There's another guy as well. Brandon Browner didn't do too good outside of that system. It might be one or two, but hey, we're gonna see if Richard Sherman can do well out that system. But Shead, he was very handsy. Good on the ball. And I think he's definitely a solid signing. This is a signing that I definitely approve. I know he had an ACL injury, I think, a couple seasons ago or something. I was reading an article, I'll link in the description, but I just like the way he played on the ball. I'm just glad that Neville Lawson isn't the alternative if Jalen Teez Tabor isn't ready to start for the Detroit Lions. And now we got a real somebody that could push Tabor. A guy that was an undrafted rookie who got a chip on his shoulder and want to prove something. And, him and Teez made the best man win, or him and Agnew made the best man win. But I like this signing, After the signings that we didn't get with the running backs, Deion Lewis signed with the Titans, and Hyde signed with the Browns, and Isaiah Crowell signed with the Jets. So the Lions must really like what they got at running back already, or are they going to add somebody in the draft? My whole thing was I wouldn't brought none of the running backs back, honestly, other than maybe Tion Green. And I would have just got a veteran and got two rookies, or got two veterans and one rookie, however they want to do it. I still don't think the Lions are taking the running back position at a high priority, in my opinion. Short of trading up for Saquon Barkley, we know is impossible. It's a big key. There's no more running backs really out there to get that's really going to be formidable. That's really going to be able, okay, if this rookie don't come through, I can carry the load until, it finally clicks. That running back ain't on the roster, and I still think the Lions don't hold that position seriously. They don't know how vital a running game will be to this team. We explained it over the last few months how important. Let me see how they attack it. But Deshawn Shead, most definitely approved this signing. I mean, they got more money to spend, and they need to get on the hop, especially with some of these pass rushers. I don't know what defense they're going to win. I hear the defensive coordinator from Syracuse is a 4-3 guy. I keep hearing the 3-4, maybe possibly a hybrid. But, the thing about that is it won't affect Shead. He come from a 4-3. DB playing nothing different. Up front is a little bit different, but, for the most part, it ain't nothing different. He should be able to acclimate to any defense that we play. But, why you make it more difficult to find another middle linebacker? It's been very, very hard for the Lions to find a consistent middle linebacker to begin with. You add the, 3-4, you add the two middle linebackers, and then, the two outside linebackers tend to rush the quarterback. One can drop a little bit or something like that. But, we don't see the master plan that Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia got cooking up. But Deshawn Shead is a great signing, in my opinion. He didn't break the bank, but he could play the game of football. For sure. He could play the game of football. He can make plays on the ball. He's physical. He's the type of corner that I like. I'm definitely happy the Lions got him. Hopefully he can stay healthy and he can continue to excel in this Lions defense and don't be a flop. I'm interested to see the money that they gave him. I guess it'll be coming out later, but one pride. We in the building. We gone.